A complete game in all three phases for Miami spelled a 24-14 victory over the University at Buffalo Bulls this past Saturday. Now it's a Halloween night matchup in Athens against the Ohio Bobcats. Chuck Martin talks about both next on RedHawk Football Weekly. This is RedHawk Football Weekly. Brought to you by G&J Pepsi-Cola of Hamilton, refreshing Southwestern Ohio since 1939. By Koenig Equipment, found online at KoenigEquipment.com. By Marathon, fueling the American spirit. By Bud Light, reminding you to enjoy responsibly among friends. Steve Baker talked with Miami head football coach Chuck Martin after this on RedHawk Football Weekly.
It's true, fans are craving Dr. Pepper more than ever, so I've assembled a team. They're not exactly 5-stars, but they've got spirit. We'll be at tailgates, the cheap seats, love seats. If you're craving Dr. Pepper, we'll be there. We'll be everywhere! And yes, we are taking walk-ons.
I'm in.
Doug Flutie? Flutie's in! Let's go, Dr. Pepper, hip! Here's the boys' medium.
That'll work.
Ever wonder what's in a beer? If it's a Bud Light, it's 4 essential ingredients: barley, rice, water, and hops. Here's to the beer you can always count on, brewed to be America's favorite light lager.
Welcome into another edition of RedHawk Football Weekly. I'm Steve Baker, the voice of the RedHawks. Miami coming off a 24-14 win over the University at Buffalo Bulls as the RedHawks get back on the winning side of the ledger. Coming up on Halloween night, about 10 days from now, the RedHawks will travel to Athens to take on the Ohio University Bobcats. We'll preview that game a little bit later on. Joining me once again is head coach Chuck Martin, coming off probably what I think is the most complete game of the season for your team. You talked a lot about playing 60 minutes, and for the most part, that's exactly what your team did Saturday.
Yeah, very consistent performance from the get-go. Jumped out early, defense getting stops, defense stuffing the run, defense making them pretty one-dimensional early in the game, which you're always looking to do. Offensively, putting together a nice drive for a field goal, putting together a really nice drive for a touchdown right off the bat to take a commanding 10-0 lead. Hit a little bit low offensively in the second quarter, didn't probably play as efficiently as we would like, but defense kept playing. We got a 10-7 lead at halftime, and we've had leads in just about every game we've played this year, so you're sitting at halftime and you're thinking, what everybody else is saying, okay, we've been here before, now how are we going to react? And obviously the first drive of the second half was huge. We get a pursuit turnover, Akeem Allen chases down their quarterback, gets a violent strip, we fall on the ball, and then offense immediately takes advantage with the 35-yard touchdown run. We get some more stops, we go on a 6-minute, 40-minute drive to put you up 24-7 and put you in great shape going the fourth quarter. So did most of the things that winning teams do.
Absolutely great first half of play. The defense was key. We'll see that coming up on the highlights. But when you look at this team and how they played Saturday, it was the defense that really took the big steps. Yeah, no, we are obviously getting Junior McMullen back, but you lose Heath Harding, so you're missing your arguably your best football player on your team. And the whole defense, I think, knew Heath was out, and I know that they didn't feel great about their consistency of their performance, and were bound and determined to play 60 minutes of football, and that's exactly what they did. And then the corners, DeAndre Daniels and Say, really stepped up in Heath's absence. They really did. Let's take a look at those first half highlights from Saturday's game against the University at Buffalo. Miami gets the ball to start and immediately goes deep to James Gardner. Yeah, really double move by James, really good protection up front, give Billy time. Billy sees it, throws a perfect straight, hits James right in stride. James takes it down all the way inside the 25-yard line. So really good way to start. A little bit of a double move by James, a little pump fake by Billy, and then beautiful, obviously you see a beautiful strike in stride. James protects the football. We got a chance to put points on the board now on the first drive. Drive stalls there, but Sam Sloman comes in and gives you a 3-0 lead with a 37-yard field goal. Then the Bulls get the ball and the defense takes over. Brad Koenig here on third down. Yeah, did much better job getting to the quarterback this week here. Koenig beats the back, runs over the back one-on-one, sacks a quarterback. Huge for us to harass and help our back end of our defense by getting some pressure on the quarterback. Much improved effort in that area this week. Just ran over Emmanuel Reed there. Miami takes over at the Buffalo 39, and on second down, Kenny Young gets his first big run.
Yeah, good job, power read, good read by Billy, great blocking on the inside, but really, really nice blocking on the perimeter. Tight end, Nate Becker, Luke Mack cracking on the safety, Alonzo Smith getting a piece of the corner there, and obviously Kenny doing the rest.
Spreading the ball around to all your weapons on first down from the UB37, it's Sam Martin making a big catch.
Yeah, big play in the game. Billy reads the coverage good, finds one-on-one matchup, throws a strike, but Sam really makes a nice contested catch, and that's what you got to do. There's not going to be tons of air out there in college football, and Billy throws a nice ball, and Sam goes, catches the ball out in front. Really good coverage by Lewis, who's a really good player for Buffalo, but Sam out-battles the ball and does a great job holding on, and now we're inside the 10-yard line.
Inside the 10-yard line at the 7, and on 2nd and goal, it's Kenny Young taking it in.
Again, really nice job by Billy on the power read, good blocking on the perimeter. Kenny kind of waltzes in from 8 yards out.
Great run by Kenny Young, great blocking as you said, and another look at it here as the sweep. He goes in untouched into the end zone for the score, and then again another look here, and the defense on the next Buffalo possession takes over again, 3rd and 2, and it's Junior McMullen and Doug Costin. Yeah, great job up front. Great to obviously having 5 back. First really healthy performance since the first half of Cincinnati game, and it's like losing your quarterback on offense. You lose your middle linebacker on defense, and great play by Junior and Doug Costin there. You start this drive on your 2, but aided by a running into the kicker penalty on a punt try. Miami gets the ball upfield. James Gardner knows where the stick is there and holds out the ball, gets you the first down. Yeah, good job converting 3rd down. Good stop route by James. Good solid throw by Billy. And keeping the drive alive. This ended up being an 8-minute plus drive. Yeah, exactly. And you did it all with 6-7 yard chunks. Yes. Here it is pass complete to Ryan Smith for 6 yards. Yeah, looking down the field, they double covered James, left Smitty kind of wide open. Nice easy throw to the flat. Like to get it to him a hair quicker so he can turn up and run, but still another first down. And this one, Billy Ball will find Sam Martin again for 7 yards as we move to the second quarter. Nice rollout, nice scramble, and there's Martin for the 7-yard pickup. You'll see there he was about a yard shy of the markers, so it brings up 3rd down, and Miami will, after this play, you see with the play once again to Sam Martin, will try and punt, and the usually sure-footed Sam Martin, this would have been a new season high for him at 46 yards, just pushes it. Yeah, hit it good. Didn't miss it by more than a couple inches. Struck it solidly, but really nice drive. Would have loved to get a field goal out of it, but didn't do it. Bulls would get a short field from the 49-yard line, move the ball down the field, and of course there is Anthony Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And you go into the locker room, as we said, 10-7, Coach. And this was a game where you really dominated both sides of the ball. They get a short field, they go down and score, but really this was an outstanding first half. Yeah, and it's a little scary at halftime because we've been there before, and a little scary because we've doubled their yardage. So we've doubled time of possession. We've done everything, control the first half. We miss a field goal at one end. They drive down, complete a 3rd and long on a 50-50 ball down the field, and then score in the red zone. And you feel like you should be up more than 3, but you're only up 3, and how your kid's going to handle it. They haven't handled it great in the past coming out of the locker room, but obviously the second half was much different this week. And again, going into the locker room with very much the same situation as you did the week before against Kent State. And obviously we saw what happened there, and it was a different team that came out in that second half. We'll talk more about that in just a moment as we will come back, review the second half, and still ahead we'll look at OU, the next opponent for the RedHawks. That's straight ahead here on RedHawk Football Weekly.
You train, it twinges. You twist, it tears. For every way you move and every way it hurts, the orthopedics and sports medicine team at Mercy Health provides comprehensive expert care for bones, muscles, tendons, and joints. With more than 60 physicians and specialists and more therapists, athletic trainers, and conveniently located sports medicine facilities than any other system in Greater Cincinnati, Mercy Health helps you stay in motion. Call 844-9-GO-PLAY for same-day or next business day appointments.
The new celebration rules are in place, and Pepsi is all for it. So what's big man Joe Staley doing? He's celebrating a touchdown he didn't score. The sad truth is, the odds of a guy like Joe scoring a real touchdown are the same as 0. But it's fun to dream, isn't it? Even if those dreams are delusional. Hey, there's no I in impossible, Joe. There's 2. Shh.
This segment of RedHawk Football Weekly is brought to you by Courtyard Marriott Hamilton, conveniently located just miles from Miami University.
And we are back on RedHawk Football Weekly. I'm Steve Baker, the voice of the RedHawks, and we are talking about the win. 24-14 was the final as Miami beat Buffalo this past Saturday at Yager Stadium. And Coach, going into the break, we talked, as Chuck Martin rejoins us here, we talked about almost the same situation as Kent State as far as you're going in with a lead. You've really dominated play there. What was different in the locker room, if anything, this week to keep that momentum going into the second half?
Yeah, I don't know there's anything different at halftime. I think the difference was all during the week, and we had talked last week about getting back to playing football the right way all the time, not 80% of the time, not 90% of the time, but all the time. And that's always been the focus. We haven't done a great job of doing it at times this year, and it's really hurt us in key situations. But the kids obviously came out Saturday, and we stopped chasing the score. We stopped chasing plays. We weren't worried it was 10-7 at half, or we should have been up more, should have been down less, whatever. Let's just keep playing football the way it's supposed to be played and play hard every snap, and you're going to see the start of the second half. The defense definitely did that.
RedHawks come out, and Buffalo would get the ball, and we'll take a look at those highlights in just a second. But as we said up front, the defense makes the difference, but we have to give props to the offense as well. Kenny Young, 125 yards. Alonzo Smith had a great day, and I thought Billy Ball had a great day as well.
Yeah, Billy's 13-20, 65%, no turnovers. Did good job checking run plays for us. Did good job checking protections for us. We didn't really have to help him at all out there. He was kind of on his own. We ran the ball effectively all day. We put together, anytime you put together 8-minute drives, 6-minute drives, 4-minute drives, you're playing winning football. You're helping your defense, who's playing very good, and keeping them on long fields and keeping them well rested. So defense stuffed the run all day, and they played really good on the ball down the field. Missed a bunch of interception opportunities, but if we keep putting ourselves in position, we're going to get our fair share of those too.
Absolutely. RedHawks are up 10-7 at the break. Buffalo gets the ball to start the second half, and let's go to our second half highlights as Van Treese, the freshman quarterback, will take the snap here on the first play from scrimmage of the second half, hand it off, and the defense just stuffs the run.
Yeah, great run fit. Junior edges it back to Koenig. Everybody's where they're supposed to be, and we start off with a no gain.
Second down, this is a great play by Akeem Allen. Chases the quarterback all the way to the sideline, wraps him up, and forces the fumble.
Yeah, great job. Great pursuing your three technique, starts on one side of the field and ends up on the opposite numbers, chasing down a quarterback. And this is what great defenses do. They get a 5, 6, 7, 8 yard gain here, but we strip the ball comes out, we fall on the football, and right to start the second half, the defense sets the offense up on a short field.
You see it one more time here as Akeem Allen forces the fumble. Josh Allen is there to pick it up for the Miami RedHawks. First play from scrimmage after that, a 35-yard touchdown run.
Yeah. Really good job up front creating some space, really good patience by Kenny, and then a spectacular run once he got into the back end. And got a great push up inside. Kenny sticks with it. He's really patient. Him and Zora are typically very patient, and they're grinding. You just see a wall right. There's no white there at all. Then Kenny slips back, beats the corner down the sidelines, and then outruns everybody for the touchdown. Turns what should have been a 5, 6 yard gain into a 35-yard touchdown.
And on the next drive, the RedHawks get Kenny Young around the right end on first down from the Miami 34. This is a 12-yard pickup.
Yeah, really good again. Perimeter blocking, good read by Billy on the power read, good run by Kenny. We get a late hit out of bounds to add to the drive. Now we're on the 40-yard line.
And here's a pass over the middle. A nice grab there by James Gardner for 15 yards. And again, this is one of those drives. Not a whole lot of big plays, but you're driving the football down the field, eating clock.
Yeah, playing football the way it's supposed. We'll run the football, we're passing the football. Now we're inside the 25. We're mixing in the run and pass. Billy actually checked that play. He put us in a good pass play against what they were doing.
Here's a pass to Kenny Young. Nice call on the screen pass. You see the receivers and the tight ends down the field blocking, and he's going to pick up 8 yards for a first down.
Yeah, key third down conversion here. Maybe it was second and long. I don't know. Second and long. But we second and long, key conversion. Good block. We got linemen, receivers, tight ends. Everybody's helping out, and Kenny Young showing his versatility.
And again, another pass to Kenny Young inside. He gets down to the 1 yard line. Did everything he could to get to the goal line, but again, a nice call to get Kenny Young open over the middle.
Yeah, just again trying to run the ball, trying to throw the ball, trying to run inside outside, using our screen game. Kenny does the rest. Good blocking up front. Get him one-on-one on the mic and go from there. And then great push on the right side here.
Yeah, Alonzo Smith will take it in from the 1, and you'll see it in just a moment from the end zone copy and see the blocking up front.
just caving in on the right side. When anytime your back goes in standing up from the 1 yard line, you know you're getting a good push up front.
One of the most exciting plays of the day, Tony Reed with one hand gets the interception.
Yeah, could have had 8 to 10 interceptions, and the one we got, we should have never got. So it's an amazing play. Tony just never giving up on the play. Not in great position here, but he keeps fighting. He's just trying to dig the ball loose, dig the ball loose, dig the ball loose, and he ends up doing more than that. He ends up taking the ball away one-handed. He never puts his cast hand in there. He just does it. But he just trying to disrupt the play and get him from not catching it. He does it one better, an incredible interception.
Incredible interception indeed. The Bulls would score a touchdown with just under 3 minutes to go, get the ball back on an onside kick, but there your defense is just going to shut them down. Doug Costin, as he has done many times, bats this pass down.
Yeah, much better in the pass rush. Not only sacks, harassing the quarterback, getting our hands up, deflecting balls, making a much bigger impact in the game. Here you see get us another sack.
Yeah, that's Doug Costin once again. Both he and Akeem Allen get to the quarterback, and it was at that point that the Bulls had to try desperation and could not come up with the play. As you see, Doug Costin with the sack, and that will cause a Miami victory. 24-14 is the final score, and Coach, again, a complete game. Special teams, all three phases, just really doing a good job at Sloan, kicking it through the end zone just about every time.
Yeah, no, and improvement in a lot of areas. Improvement in our pass rush, improvement in our pass defense, improvement in our consistency of play for 6 minutes. We've been close. We feel like we're close, but we haven't got it done. We've been not very happy about where we were at, but we took a giant step week 8 of trying to become the team we know we can become. And like you said, all three phases pitched in, and even within all three phases, we ran and threw the ball in offense. We defended the run and pass. It wasn't just one-dimensional. And in special teams, we got to clean up. We got some stupid penalties. Again, we had 3 penalties on ST. If we can clean up ST penalties, play the turnover game like we did, play the big play game like we did, we're going to have a chance to win football games.
Very good, Coach. We'll come back and talk about Miami's next opponent, the OU Bobcats, when we return with more RedHawk Football Weekly. Stay with us.
This segment of RedHawk Football Weekly has been brought to you by Courtyard by Marriott Hamilton, conveniently located just miles from Miami University.
It's true, fans are craving Dr. Pepper more than ever. So I've assembled a team. They're not exactly 5 stars, but they've got spirit. We'll be at tailgate, the cheap seats, love seats. If you're craving Dr. Pepper, we'll be there. We'll be everywhere! And yes, we are taking walk-ons.
I'm in.
Doug Flutie? Flutie's in! Let's go, Dr. Pepper, hip! Here's the boys' medium.
That'll work.
Keep twisting, keep stretching, keep bending, and chasing. For total and partial joint replacement to rehabilitation, the Orthopedics and Sports Medicine team at Mercy Health provides comprehensive expert care for bones, muscles, tendons, and joints. With more than 60 physicians and specialists, more therapists, and conveniently located facilities than any other system in Greater Cincinnati, Mercy Health helps you stay in motion. Find your specialist at mercymovesyou.com.
Welcome back into RedHawk Football Weekly. I'm Steve Baker, the voice of the RedHawks, as Miami preparing to take on the Ohio University Bobcats in the annual Battle for the Bricks. We'll talk about that momentarily, but first, as head coach Chuck Martin joins us, I want to talk about your week last week, the extra things that this football team does to help the community and help members of this community. Last week, among many other things, you go to the Light the Night Walk for a teammate, Liam Kaufman. Last week at Kent State, Quentin Richardson travels with the team, both battling cancer. And it's things like that teach more than football. It teaches more about life and how to be a man. And I know you believe strongly in doing those things.
Yeah, well, we're trying to develop young people, certainly develop them on the football field. That's the number one priority. Develop them in the classroom. We let our academics and our teachers, we try to steer them in the right direction there, but then also develop them as far as community service and giving, and giving without, for no particular reason, just to give and do things and treat people and do things for other people, with not looking for anything in return. And Miami University believes in that, and we certainly believe that within the football program. We had a great Thursday night, and again, it's hard. You're coming off a couple bad losses, and you're not very happy, and there's all the more reason not to feel in the giving mood. But as we always talk to our kids, doesn't matter what's going on in your life. It's how you make decisions and how you live your life and how you treat people, which is important. And why would you not go support Liam? It's a huge night. They do this wonderful night. They fundraise. They probably raised well over $500,000 for leukemia research, and our football team raised over $7,000 themselves, our players and coaches. And it's a special night to be a part of. Everybody thanks us. We thank Liam and his family for inviting us to share in anyone who's been down there for the Light the Night Walk. It's a special evening, and you certainly get more out of it than you give. So it's been awesome for Liam and Q to be a part of what we're doing. It's been a lot of fun, and it's awesome for our kids.
Very good. Ohio is the next opponent at Peden Stadium on Halloween night. 10-day break here. Tell us a little bit about the schedule, because I know that maybe you stretch things out a little bit. Give the guys a chance to heal as well.
Well, obviously, extra preparation, one. Extra rehab, extra healing time, extra lifting time, and just take advantage of the time. Last year we went through this. We got beat up early in the year, lost some key players. We just won the Buffalo game. You don't have your starting quarterback and your best player in Heath Harding, and that our kids stepped up and did a nice job and really played well in their absences. So just trying to get rehab in, trying to get extra work, but extra focus on OU. It's a good team to have on the docket when you got a couple extra days to prepare. I'm sure they're doing the same for us, but we're certainly doing the same for them.
Bobcats are 6-2 coming into the contest and 3-1 in conference play, but a win goes a long way in that conference race. And I know you said in your press conference it's not really about the conference race right now with your team. It's more about going out there and performing again for 60 minutes and continuing to build what they started last week.
Yeah, and that's what we've always been, and that's why we've won as much as we've won through the years. We haven't worried about the situation. We've worried about how we play, how we approach a game, how we prepare for the game. And again, we've done a good job preparing, because we've been off to fast starts in every single football game we've had this year, but we have allowed ourselves at times to worry about what's going on and what the ramifications of winning this game, and we've got off kilter in the middle of games or at the end of games, worrying about results and chasing plays and worrying about big games and big rivalries, and that's awesome for the fans and the media and all that, but for us, we just want to keep folks on playing winning football. We played winning football last Saturday for 60 minutes. In the past, we played winning football, some games for 57 minutes, some games for 59.5 minutes, but the focus last Saturday wasn't on the score, wasn't on Buffalo, wasn't on the conference race, wasn't on a big rivalry. And again, it's hard when it's OU, and it's hard, it's a big rivalry, and we know how important that stuff is, but the best chance for us to get the desired outcome is to worry about playing the game the right way, and that's what we're going to stay focused on.
Coach, best of luck on Tuesday on Halloween.
Thank you.
Head coach Chuck Martin joining us, and that'll do it for this edition of RedHawk Football Weekly. Again, the game coming up on Tuesday night, Halloween night in Athens. Kickoff is at 8 o'clock. We'll have it for you on the Miami IMG Sports Network. Until then, for head coach Chuck Martin, I'm Steve Baker, the voice of the RedHawks. Thanks for watching this week's RedHawk Football Weekly.
This has been RedHawk Football Weekly, brought to you by G&J Pepsi-Cola of Hamilton, refreshing southwestern Ohio since 1939. By Koenig Equipment, found online at KoenigEquipment.com. By Marathon, fueling the American spirit. By Bud Light, reminding you to enjoy responsibly among friends. RedHawk Football Weekly is an exclusive production of the Miami IMG Sports Network.
You train, it twinges. You twist, it tears. for every way you move and every way it hurts. The orthopedics and sports medicine team at Mercy Health provides comprehensive expert care for bones, muscles, tendons, and joints. With more than 60 physicians and specialists, and more therapists, athletic trainers, and conveniently located sports medicine facilities than any other system in Greater Cincinnati, Mercy Health helps you stay in motion.
Call 844-9-GO-PLAY for same-day or next business day appointments.
There's people who care where I'm going, and good friends who welcome me home. So get up.